Hello, everyone. Thank you, friends, for joining today's session. So, we were discussing about the 7 chakras or 7 energy centers, right? What are their functions and how we can balance them, right? If they are active, what results we see? If they are imbalanced, what will happen, right? Why they are active and proper alignment is necessary for a happy living. So, we understood the 7 chakras, the colors, what organs they're related to. So now we'll understand in more deeper about the each chakra. So in this last week we covered about the root chakra or the basic survival chakra. Now we'll go the second one, that is sacral chakra or Swadhisthana chakra. So what is this? It's also very important. The lower 3 chakras are mostly, our physical, in this world, how we are, is related to our living. So these are very important. Then we can, understand more about the higher chakras. But normally people think, that they go into the higher chakras. They are important, they give how we, externally how we develop, how active we are, or how, we are understanding things and how we are performing. But these basic 3 survival chakras are very important for our survival. So let's understand about this sacral chakra. So let me share the slides. So as we said, the sacral chakra, it has 6 petals and the color is orange, right? So this is the second chakra. Mostly in the spine, if you see, the root chakra is at the basis, the end of the tailbone. But this is located at the top, our navel area, that's where the sacral chakra is located. Right, lower the abdomen, and the color is orange, and this element is water. The root chakra is earth element, and the sacral chakra is orange. So it's mostly, it's connected to kidneys, bladder, reproductive systems where the water element is present. And it represents emotional experience, how emotionally we are, or, it's mostly how we experience life or how we experience things. And the basic right of this chakra is to feel. To feel means to experience, right? How we are feeling about anything, situations, place, and human, how we are experiencing the life. The root chakra is to live, the right to live, right? It's associated with the basic survival, uh, you know, uh, the basic things, the money, food, shelter, that's related to root chakra. These things are very important for a survival, right? Overcoming the fear that you feel you are safe on this earth, on this planet, or in your house. So the fear and how we having the basic things, the money, the food, and shelter, right? Once we have that, now we are, okay, now we know we are safe, but now how we are enjoying the life, how we are experiencing life, how we are seeing the situations, then the second thing comes, and that is this chakra. So as we said, it is the water element. So normally what happens to water, right? It flows and easily it adapts, right? Wherever the place it goes, it just adapts. If it is narrow or wide, it adjusts itself and just flows. And movement and flexibility. So it's continuous, right? Water is always, it moves. That's how energy should always move. It should not get blocked, right? And emotional expression. Whatever the emotions we have, we should be able to express. We should not hold. We should not block ourselves and respond naturally without hiding anything. We should be able to freely express what we feel. Many times we feel many things, but we only express one or two. We fear about the people, or we have so many insecurities whether I should express or not, what people will think, so many things, and we hide. But whatever we feel, we should be able to express people, whether it's positive or negative. But we need to know the right way to express, even if you're expressing the negative things, but how you can express this so that the other person don't feel hurt, but yet they understand what you're expressing. So the right way of expression is also important and remains fluid. So no matter in any, under anything, it's again the water is the basic, right? It remains in the fluid form. Of course, when we, you know, heat it, it becomes vapor, and then when it's in a cold temperature, it becomes solid. But the ultimate nature is it's fluid. That's what we link water with. So our emotions also should be, they also always flowing, right? They should flow. They should not be blocked. right? That's what the nature of the water element. That's how we relate to this chakra also. So the body and sense connections. See, the organ is bladder, reproductive system and all, but its main is tongue, taste. How we, taste is again what experience, right? The earlier, the root chakra, we said it's nose because with smell also we feel whether it's safe or not. Sometimes the place when we feel beautiful smell, we feel okay, this is good. If the smell is wrong, any fire or any bad smell is coming, again we don't feel safe there. But here the sacral chakra is about the tongue because the food we eat, we taste it, we feel whether it's sweet, hot, the different things we experience in life. So that's why it's related to the taste and it's connected to pleasure. How we enjoy life. Are we able to experience, are we able to live or experience each and everything, enjoy the life, enjoy the pleasures, or are we restricting ourselves? And it controls the reproductive organs and it regulates kidney and bladder also and maintains the fluid balance in the overall body. So that is the major function of this chakra and this connection to body and senses. So the taste is the sense, right? With taste also we feel things. The core function is emotional experience and expression, how we feel and how we express ourselves. The pleasure and enjoyment. Everyone has a right to enjoy their life, right? The different pleasures, it might be money, the success, right? The good clothes or food. Everything we have the pleasure to enjoy the life. And connection and relationships. How we express our feeling, how we connect with people, right? If we are able to express our feelings and thoughts, then we have a good friend circle. If we are not comfortable, if we cannot express or we don't understand others' emotions, right? It's either way. Understanding your own emotions and able to express and understanding others also. So then only we'll have a good connection and relationships and creates the feeling of I feel, right? How you feel in anywhere, in any situation. And the foundation is for the emotional growth. So these are the basic functions of this or core function of this chakra. So now the personality and behavior. So now we understood the emotions, but the personality and normally how people, they become more, normal. This function of this chakra, the normal, the behavior of these people is creative and expressive. They are more creative in nature. When this chakra is active and balanced, lot of creativity, right? The creative field, designing, the different things, how we do, a lot of creative ideas, right? Crafts or anything. People are more creative in whatever they do. It might be just doing a regular thing, but how creatively you do and how expressive you are. Whatever ideas you have, are you able to present it rightly? Right? Emotionally, they are aware what they are thinking, what they are not. Right? Enjoys relationships. They feel good. They like to talk. They like to listen. Right? They feel good in people's company or in a relationship. Otherwise, they don't get well along, whether it's a partner or with the family members or kids, anywhere they cannot be good in their relationships because they have the struggle. They cannot express or they cannot put their point. At the same time, they cannot understand the other person also. So once it's balanced, the people are open to express experience. So many times people, right, if something, food or anything, they just eat because they have to eat. And some people, they are too much fond of it. But the normal is to experience whatever you're given, how we able to experience, how we are able to enjoy the things. So they are open to experience anything. And sometimes they may become dependent because of too much emotional attachment, right? Either it's excessive or under. If it's excessive, they'll be too much dependent. Otherwise, they don't care about the relationship or people. So that's general behavior or personality of the persons. So the pleasure and focus, right? Need for enjoyment. They always see, in whatever things they see for enjoyment. If something is bored, they cannot enjoy, right? They don't like it. They always seek for some kind of enjoyment, going out, meeting people, or having fun. Their life should be in that way. They cannot, if there is normal, just boring days, they cannot, the people, they don't like it. So focus on satisfaction. Whatever they do, work, food, anything, they should enjoy. It should satisfy them. So many times the food, right? If it's not good, they don't satisfy. If the work you do, if you're not able to enjoy or you don't like it, that satisfaction is not there. Many times people become successful, but still some satisfaction is missing. They feel something is missing. So because this chakra is not balanced. If it is balanced and good, you will able to, focus and satisfy. That satisfaction will come naturally in everything. Otherwise, they'll feel something is missing and necessary to experience anything. They feel, if people say anything, if they listen something, they don't just leave like that. They have to experience, they have to know that. So they are more fond of experiencing things, not just reading or listening. And if it is too much excess, then it will be attachment, right? But for the taste or for anything, that attachment will come. They cannot leave that. And if it is very low, they don't care about it. So the balance is very important. If it is there, you can enjoy. If it's not there, also, you should not worry about it. That is the balance, right? So many times, if what they're looking for, if it's not there, then people they don't go for other option. They just think, okay, this is not there, this is not there. They just feel that missing and lack. It can mean money, anything. They feel that lack and missing. So that balance is very important. So the childhood impact. So normally what happens, the lower three chakras, for anyone, the upper chakras, they are already developed when the baby is born, right? Because that's how they feel that intuition and messages. See, when we make a baby, you talk good, they smile because their heart chakra is developed. They are so pure and compassionate. The small child and kids, they're pure. They don't have any, jealous anything. They're pure. They are just born. And their third eye chakra, the crown chakra, they are active. That's how, sometimes in the dreams they smile and they cry because they can connect with the God or, angels or, masters. They can have that connection. But these lower three chakras, they develop as they grow. Means it's already there, but the formation, they grow, these develop more and more as they grow, right? If the child, right, in the root chakra place, if he's feared of going into dark, people say don't go to that room, it's dark, or some dog will come, some animal will come, ghost will come. If you say this kind of thing, what happens? There'll be a fear in the child, so there'll be imbalance in this chakra. And then in sacral chakra, what happens if you say they want to express something, they say so many things, expressions, but we are busy, we say okay, stop it, or this is not good, you should not express like this. We keep on saying, we keep on saying to kids, and then what happens? Then they stop expressing. They think this is not right, or maybe mother will scold or father will scold, or people will not listen me. They have that kind of, they develop such kind of emotions and they stop expressing themselves. So then slowly the blockage will come. How people are treating them, you know, based on that also they develop the feelings and relationally it will impact their chakras. So the suppression will lead to the blockage and lack of connection. If they're not connected to people, they don't feel the trust, they don't feel the safe, then they feel insecurity and unstable environment patterns, how the family, the surroundings, they treat them, right? If the child is safe, if you say good things about the child, he feels so good. And they develop the positive emotion and they feel like talking to you, they feel like the connection. But if people say, keep on saying bad things, then the child will stop himself. He don't feel like, talking to them. He stops expressing himself. So as we go, child grow in the first 7 years, the lower three chakras will start developing based on this environment, family circumstances. They take the imprints from there. So the healthy support is required for the balance, the right emotion, the right environment, everything is related for the proper balance. And that is the basis, right? At the early 7 years, they learn most of the things. Then when they go to school and then college, then emotions, everything will be developed. And when we grow big, now we realize, right, whatever the subconscious programming, the limiting beliefs we carried, it's already formed somewhere in the childhood. And that's why it's so hard to reprogram them. What we carried for past 30 years, now if you sit in one day in meditation, it won't change. It needs some time, it needs a programming. Slowly, as we do more and more meditation, those beliefs, those limitations will change. So it's very important, during the childhood, to take care of them. They are brought up in the right environment. The physical imbalance of this chakra, there's two kinds, right? We always say underactive or overactive. So underactive is low energy. When there is low energy in this, the low desire, lack of enjoyment, they don't, they always feel lazy or not interested in when if you call for birthday party or outside anything, they don't feel like enjoying. They always feel, okay, I'm good. They cannot enjoy life. They live by themselves. They like to be alone, spend time with themselves. Emotional numbness, low energy and fatigue. Whose chakra is imbalanced, they always feel low energy in their body. They feel some tired. They don't have that much energy. And hormonal imbalance for most of the females, we see because of this chakra, dryness or stiffness in the body, lower abdomen discomfort, or reduced creativity. They don't have creativity in their life. They do the normal things, very boring stuff. They don't enjoy, they don't create. The creativity will not come. And weak reproductive health. So if it's overactive, then what happens? Emotional oversensitivity. They are too much, obsessed with the people or things too much. Excessive cravings or desire. They eat, too much craving of food or anything, they crave for excess. Restlessness, overactive, this energy, and then tension in hips and pelvic area also. They can find some pain or discomfort in these things. Fluid imbalance in the body and addictive tendencies, feeling of overwhelmed emotionally. So everything, whatever we saw earlier, it will be over in the terms. So either way, it's not good, right? The right balance is important. If it's underactive or overactive, then we need to understand. Based on the symptoms, we'll come to know, right? Complete blockage is different, but for most of us, it will be imbalance. Somewhere we are high or low. It depends on our thoughts and emotions. This imbalance will be as aura colors, right? It keeps on changing. So similarly, it will impact our chakras also. But having the right balance is very important. So when energy passes, when we do this meditation, the cosmic energy, when it flows, it clears whatever the blockages and wherever the energy imbalance is there, right? It will clear everything so that we have the right proper functioning of the chakras. So freely when the energy flows, then everything works, in proper way. So the behavior imbalance, right? If it's underactive, they avoid emotional expression. They don't express much. Fear of connection. If they go into new relationship or new people, they have that fear. They cannot freely move or talk to people. That shyness or some kind of, shame, guilt, some kind of fear is there. They cannot accept themselves or they cannot freely accept others also. Low motivation, feels disconnected, suppress feelings. And when it is overactive, then emotional drama. For small things, they react so much. We see many people, they cry, they do this, that, they shout. For small thing, they create a huge drama. Impulsive behavior, over attachment to people or things, they do over. See, when people care too much, right, we feel, some kind of attachment is fine. If you're too much attachment means you're not letting the other person live freely. So that is also not good. And seeks constant pleasure in anything. They're not satisfied. Difficulty maintaining the balance. So these are some of the behavior imbalance we can notice. Emotional imbalance, this behavior. So the main root cause is again the fear, emotional instability. It again comes from the fear only, right? Fear of discomfort or too much attachment or avoidance of pain. They cannot handle any stress or pain. And too much external dependency that people have to do. Right? Too much attachment means again we expect something from the people. They're always dependent. They cannot do things by themselves. So they want someone because they always feel low or too much energy. So they always depend on people to balance them. So again, this comes from the fear and emotions, how we handle emotions. When we have fear, the emotions will also change, right? Based on that, our thoughts and feelings will change. So indirectly, every chakra is related to the other chakra, right? Its impact somehow, it's directly or indirectly, it will impact the other chakra. So the emotional imbalance will come, mood swings, emotional confusion, feeling empty or unsatisfied, and oversensitivity or numbness, and dependency on external things. Whatever their own feelings and all, they don't trust. They always depend on other feelings for any decision making or instinct. They depend on external things. So we have to believe in ourselves, believe in your energy, believe in your creativity, believe in your strength. So the river analogy. Now we understood, right? The water and all. So flowing river is healthy emotions. right? When we have the proper alignment, then our emotions flow like a river. That means we are having the healthy and right emotion that we should be able to express freely. The blocked river is again the stagnation. That means our emotions are blocked if you're not really able to express. Overflow is too much overwhelming. So when there's a balance, the right amount, then the smoothly our emotions flow. That means we are balanced. What is the right way to express? What is the right way to feel in any situation, and how rightly we're able to express. See, thinking and feeling is not bad, right? If you about some person you're feeling good or wrong, that is fine. But are you able to express it? When it's time, when the time is coming to express, are you able to express, or you have doubts, you have judgment? So you need to think about it. So the flow principles allow emotions to flow. Whatever you have, just allow them to flow. Or if you're not able to say it directly, we say that during the meditation also, or sit whenever possible, right? If you don't do meditation also, just sit for 5 minutes, and whatever you want to say to the other person, just close your eyes, just say it. Just imagine the person is there and whatever you want to express. Sometimes we want to say sorry to other person, but because our ego comes, we cannot directly go and say to the person, we know we have done the mistake. But what if I go and say sorry? I'll be low, I'll become less before that person. If you have that, you just can just go and, make a good relationship. If you cannot able to express, then just imagine the person and whatever you're feeling, just express it. Positive, negative. Then what happens? You're releasing it. So slowly, directly, indirectly, as we said it, whatever is everything is communication, telepathy. If you're saying directly before the person, or you're just imagining and saying, that energy will flow. And slowly you will see the difference in the other person also. So allow your emotions to move. Don't suppress or overreact. Stay aware what you're thinking and feeling. Balance the expression and adapt naturally. Many times, when based on the situations and all, we have to adapt ourselves. We cannot say, no, this is the way I am, this is the way I think, this is the way I feel. But based on the situations and people and circumstances, we need to adapt ourselves. We need to be flexible. So, how we can balance? For the physical body, the movement and flexibility and hydration, the constant walking, flexibility in work, whatever we do, the physical work, we have to have the flexibility and hydration, drinking more and more water, as this is water element. So we need to drink water and have proper hydration. If it is over, then we have more water, but if it is under, that means our body is dehydrating. So we need to maintain the proper balance also. Right? If some people who has excessive fluid, they have to go to, restroom or many things because the bladder gets full very easily. So either way, it causes an impact. So having the right balance is very important. And for behavioral, healthy emotional expression and build connections. Talk to people, express whatever you have. Try to understand, make a good friendship. So it will be, you will have the good connection. Instead of, not expressing and just thinking, what this person is thinking, or he might be thinking, we don't keep any judgments. In the four agreements book also we understood. Don't make judgment, don't make assumptions. Sometimes we just assume, might be the other person is not thinking in that way, but we assume and we create a lot of emotional instability. For the mental well-being, observe emotions calmly, reduce reactivity. Even if you get some, feelings or anger and all, have the proper reaction. Try to respond instead of reacting. And the lifestyle, balance pleasure and discipline. Enjoy things whatever you want, and then discipline, have a right discipline. Don't look for too much excessive also. Have the right discipline. How much is necessary to enjoy your life in that much. So the transformation, right? Once you transform, what will happen, right? When we have this emotional stability, the natural joy, enjoying the life, better relationships, inner harmony. So when we have all these four, that means we are transforming. We can understand, right? Are we able to experience these all things in a proper way? That's itself helping us to transform ourselves. So once we have balanced state, what will happen? We have that emotional harmony, right? We don't feel too low or too high. We have the right balance. Things happen in a way of things doesn't happen. Stable emotions, enjoy life, comfort with feelings. Sometimes, we don't understand or accept our own feelings. So whatever you are getting, you are comfort with your own self. Self-love is also that much important, and creative expression. So when we have this, it leads to a balanced state. And deeper understanding is you're not your emotions, right? We always get attached to our thoughts, emotions, and feelings. We understood in the book, The Power of Now, that we are beyond this body. So these thoughts, emotions, they all just come and go, but we make them identity. If we are getting some thoughts and feelings or emotions, we think that is what I am. But they are just coming based on situations or past events, but it's not temporary, that's not constant, it's temporary. So don't get attached with your emotions. They change the next minute, but we keep on getting attached to it. We think, and we make that as an identity. So you're not your emotions. Develop emotional awareness. Whenever that emotional thoughts or something is coming, right? Develop that awareness. Why I'm thinking, why I'm feeling this. Question yourself. Then you'll get that understanding. Balance inner and outer experience, right? How you're experiencing your inside yourself and how you're experience the life outside. So both are equally important. You don't feel low about yourself. At the same time, you don't judge others also. You're able to experience the life properly. Sometimes we have many things going inside, but outside we show up as if we are very good, everything is happy. Then we are faking, right? So we should be true and transparent what we are feeling inside. We should be able to express the same outside also. So life without emotional dependency. Don't depend on anyone. We should have attachment with everyone. But don't depend on emotionally. If the person is there, then I'm happy. If they do this for me, then I'm happy, right? Always people have to do something. The dependency should not be there. Then we don't have any suffering. If we depend too much on people, then that causes suffering. And again, we have the imbalance in our life. So the affirmations we can use to balance this chakra is I allow my emotions to flow. I deserve joy and pleasure. I am emotionally balanced. I express myself freely. I am in harmony with myself and with everyone. So these are some of the five, affirmations, but you can create your own affirmation, whatever you feel like. Just say in a positive sentence. The more you chant, it helps to reprogram the subconscious mind. The old patterns, you might think, I'm not emotionally stable. I cannot express myself. If you say these kind of things, just change it. Now start saying this positive affirmation. Slowly the old program will change. This new programming will be programmed in your subconscious mind. Then you will see the difference, in a couple of weeks. You can see the change in your behavior or your situations. So the key takeaways from this are the sacral chakra is emotional flow. If it is strong, balanced emotions and joy. If it is weak, emotional blocks or numbness. So what to reflect? Do I allow myself to feel? Are you able to feel the emotions in a proper way? Which emotions do I suppress or overexpress? What can I do today to express myself freely? If you're not able to express, how can you improve your expression? Just think about it. So balanced flow is joyful life. So enjoy your life. Try to express freely. Don't, suppress anything. Release it. So many times, this also leads to the diabetes and all we say, right? Because of the suppression or not able to express properly. The sacral and the solar plexus. When there is a blockage in these two, it leads to diabetes. Because many times people, they crave for sugar, the sweetness. Why? Because when there is no sweetness in their life, if they're not able to express, enjoy sweetness or pleasure in their life, they tend to look for the external things, external sugar, in food and in sweetness, they crave for the external things. When you have the proper, joy and pleasure in your life, you don't need any external sweetener and all. Your life will be always sweet and happy. So if someone is craving means there is an imbalance in this. That's why we are craving for the external things. When everything in the body and system is fine, we don't require any cravings. So we need to understand in that way. So thank you, friends. I hope this was helpful. If anyone has any questions or anything, you can unmute yourself.
So chakra cleansing, we are going to have it in future, G, like chakra cleansing yoga or something like that.
Sorry, chakra cleansing, how to cleanse it?
Yeah. Yeah. Do we have a session covered in this book or is
Yeah,
something different?
definitely. In the book, it will be covered. But normally what we can do, right, for this, the emotions, if we handle, then definitely it will be cleansing. And the color, right? If you use more orange color, in your food, oranges or any orange color food, peppers you can use, or wearing more of orange color, it also helps to balance that.
That sounds like gorgeous. Like, okay,
And water.
okay.
See,
Oh,
when you do bath, or you can go into nature or water element, and just when you stand, you just feel, you're releasing your emotions. Whatever you have the blockages, everything is getting released in that. If you imagine in that way also, it will help you to balance and ground this chakra. And of course, when we do this meditation, it will naturally, cleanse or heal anything if we have. But apart from that, externally, these things we can follow.
okay. Thank you.
Friends, anybody else have anything? If not, then let's get into the meditation, dear friend. So friends, we'll be doing the breath mindfulness meditation. As you see in the picture, sit comfortably, close your eyes, clasp your hands, fingers into fingers, and cross your leg at ankle if you're sitting on chair or sofa. Just observe your normal natural breath. Don't forcefully inhale or exhale, just observe your breath. As you observe your breath, your mind will become empty and calm. Right? So in the next week, we'll do the chakra meditation also, where we'll focus on each and every chakra. So once we are done with this series, then we'll definitely do the meditation also on this, the 7 chakra meditation. But for now, we just observe our normal natural breath, how breath is going in and coming out. Don't forcefully inhale or exhale. No, just observe how breath is going in. Take a reference point anywhere from your tip of your nose to the middle of the eyebrows. Just observe breath is going in, air is going in and coming out. I'll play the music and guidance. Just follow it. Thoughts will come for everyone. Thoughts will come, so it's quite natural. If you whenever you think you're in thoughts or thoughts are coming, just bring your awareness back to the breath. Instead of getting carried away by your thoughts, bring your awareness on the breath again. Take a slow breath in through your nose and exhale gently through your mouth. Again, breathe in and slowly breathe out. Now, let your breathing return to a natural rhythm. Now, bring your attention to the top of your head. Notice the sensation on the scalp. Warmth, coolness, tingling. Just observe. Move your awareness to your forehead. If there is tightness, imagine it softening, smoothing out. Now slowly bring attention to your eyes. Allow the muscles around them to relax. Shift your attention to your jaw. Notice if you are holding tension. Now to your neck and shoulders. Shoulders often carry the day's weight. Imagine them melting downward, releasing. Knees. Now bring your awareness to your arms, upper arms, elbows, forearms, hands. Notice any sensation in your palms and fingertips. Now move your attention to your chest. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your breath. Just observe, don't try to control it. Shift to your upper back and then slowly to your lower back. Observe your spine. Now gently bring attention to your stomach and abdomen, softening, allowing, no holding in, just relax. Now slowly move down to your thighs, your knees, your calves. Relax and release any tension or unease. Now slowly move to your ankles and the tops and sole of your feet. Notice the sensations in your toes. Now sense your whole body at once, from head to toe, as one connected field of awareness. Just notice, feel one with your body, connect with each and every cell, every sensation. Feel the energy in your body. Wherever your attention goes, energy flows. Now let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, clasp your hands, fingers into fingers. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Don't forcefully inhale or exhale. Just observe your breath. Let thoughts come and go. Don't get attached to your thoughts and don't get distracted by your thoughts. Just be with your breath. deeper and deeper into yourself. Experience the emptiness, calmness within you, around you. with your breath, dear friends. Whenever you realize you're in thoughts, bring your awareness back to the breath. Just be with it. body. Recollect your experiences. What did you see and how did you feel? Friends, at this moment, let's express gratitude. Be grateful to your parents, teachers, and mentors. Be grateful to your family members, friends, and everyone you know. Be grateful to plants, animals, and Mother Nature. Be grateful to all the technology and devices which we are using, through which we are all connected. Elevate yourself with this feeling of love and compassion and feeling of oneness with each and every one. Whenever you are ready, place your palms on your eyes for 5 seconds and then slowly open your eyes. Thank you, friends, for joining. We'll see you all tomorrow with the book session followed by the meditation. Thank you.